This segment of the news is brought to you by Desert View Hospital, providing emergency medical care around the clock at 360 South Lola Lane. Learn more at desertviewhospital.com. Physicians are not employees or agents of this hospital.
Welcome back to News 46. Now here's Angela Miles with today's Business First Brief.
Topping our news, Sears is said to be preparing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. That stock is now trading well below $1. According to a report, a new director who works with bankruptcies and restructuring has joined Sears. Sears Holding, which includes Kmart stores, faces a deadline October 15th to pay $134 million on its debt. The CEO says Sears has more than $5 billion it owes. A major merger is getting the go-ahead. The Justice Department is approving a $69 billion bid for CVS Health to buy Aetna. The mega merger is significant. Aetna insures 22 million people and has 2.2 million people on prescription drug plans. It's possible the merger will give CVS new ways to profit. American Eagle Outfitters is getting set for the holidays. A retailer plans to hire 22,000 part-time and full-time workers ahead of Christmas.
Thanks, Angela. Well, after being shut down for a few years, the water is once again flowing at the Calvada Fountain. County Commissioner Dan Shinhoffen gives us a little history about that landmark.
First off, let me thank VEA. For years, they have paid for the water, they paid for the power, and they paid for the maintenance of the fountain here. It came to a point where they wanted to give us a brand new fountain with lights, and that came to the board a few times. The board pushed back, and VEA finally decided we could take it back over. So Tim Sutton had the buildings and grounds crew, who I want to give a shout out to too. They've done a great job. Repair the pump. They scrubbed down the rocks. They repainted the bottom of the fountain. And it's still a work in progress. We're making sure everything's going to work right, but it is on for now, and hopefully it'll work and continue to work. So it's a really old design. It has a big vault underneath that's a hazard. When people go down there, they have to suit up. And so we were looking at, to update it, but now Valley Electric has decided that we can have it back. So we will be paying for the water, the power, and the maintenance of it, and we'll see how it goes.
Valley Electric came to the board and said we would like to have a modern, updated fountain that can have lighting at night, and they were going to continue to pay for this and have something a little more modern, a little more high-tech, but the board decided not to?
They came to us at least 3 times, and all 3 times there weren't 3 votes to tell them go ahead and do what you like, because they were footing the bill. There was pushback. A couple commissioners in particular didn't want to get rid of it. They felt it was a landmark. I think remembering preferred equities is something I'd rather forget, but the board never made a formal decision, so VEA made it for us. After about the 3rd, maybe 4th time, they came and offered us to update the whole thing.
We don't know how much this costs to run this fountain right now at this point, but it is an older fountain, and it needs regular maintenance on the cleaning on these rocks because of the fact that it collects mold and stuff, right?
Yeah, it collects a lot of things. They cleaned it, vacuumed it out yesterday. There's dirt in the bottom of it already. Some of that's the lichens that were growing on the rocks. They power washed those off, but they're already coming back. There are issues. It's run for years. It'll probably run again for a while, but with the junipers around here, it's helped crack the foundation. It sank a little bit on the far side. Again, I thank VEA for the years they maintained it and kept it up. And I think they just got to the point that they didn't see our board willing to move forward. So a few of our board members directed the county manager to take care of it. And Tim sent Buildings and Grounds, and Buildings and Grounds did a great job.
Do you know how much it cost to restore this?
No, I don't have a figure yet. Basically, the man hours that it took has been quite a few already. They had to replace the pump. So I don't have that figure, but I'm going to be asking for that in a board meeting before the end of the year so we can see what those costs were.
Is it going to run 24 hours?
Not sure. It does have a wind sensor up there. It had one before. It didn't always work, so it should shut off when it gets too windy so we don't get ice on the road. I'm hoping for the best. It's not, I really like the idea of Valley Electric continue to pay for it and to build us a new one, but wasn't the pleasure of the board at that point, and so.
Is there a chance for Valley Electric to do anything else with this at this point?
I do not think they want to come back for a 5th time. So they sent us a letter and said we can take it over, and that's what we're doing.
Well, Pahrump Valley High School band is Hawaii bound, but they still might need your financial help. We'll tell you why after we return.